But in the state that we are, in that country of Nigeria, we are dealing with monsters. The kind of killing we are seeing in Biafra land, South Africa didn't witness it. South Africa didn't witness the kind of killing we are witnessing today. With impunity, without anybody care, without minding what you think or what you say. Look at the kind of killing that's happening in Biafra land. They come and take the life of innocent people, brought their life with every evidence showing that these people are innocent. Yet, a governor will come out and begin to label these people evil. Where can you see this? It can only happen in that country called Nigeria. That's the only place it can happen. And some of you who is talking about P2B an election, if you are dreaming by any way, thinking that this APC government, this terrorist government, you think that this terrorist government will take power and hand to P2B, you are a dreamer. You are a dreamer. You are still learning. If you think that this terrorist government will take power and give to P2B, you are a dreamer. Keep dreaming. Keep dreaming. You saw the day they unveiled their vice president. You saw what happened. In unveiling their vice president, they were not even ashamed. They were not even ashamed to go and hire people and give them the robe of bishop, pastors. Agbero, hired Agbero, captured on video, live video. That is the country you want to go and contest it. This is the country you want to go and take your PVC and work for. This is the country you are talking about PVC to redeem. When you are getting your PVC, broad daylight, you saw the ruling party presented their own vice president candidate, and they went and hired criminals to go and wear robes and present themselves as pastors. What else can they do? They don't care what you think or what you do. They are going to rig the election. It doesn't matter the figure you bring. It doesn't matter. Even if everybody vote for P2B, they will rig that election and nothing will happen. You think Buhari is a good luck Jonathan? Eh? You think Buhari is good luck Jonathan? You are a dreamer. You are a dreamer. Good luck Jonathan is a Biafra and he has conscience. Good luck Jonathan is not a Fulani. Good luck came and say that his leadership or his rank or whatever he's looking for doesn't want the blood of anybody. That is not applicable to the Fulani people. Fulani people want to keep power by all means possible, by fire, by force. That is their own language. And they don't believe that anybody should go there except them. So if you're one of those who is dreaming and thinking that somehow, by your noise making and by your shouting on media and talking and ranting and doing all manner of things, that the terrorist government of Muhammad Buhari, late Muhammad Buhari, the terrorist government of late Muhammad Buhari will just come and yield to you and give you power. You are a dreamer. Keep on dreaming. Keep on dreaming. When you wake up, you either wake up in your grave or you wake up to tell the story of how one Nigerian have dealt with you. It's either you wake up in your grave or you wake up telling the story of how one Nigeria have dealt with you. But for us, we are already prepared and going home. We are already going home. For those of you who are still hoping, continue waiting. The train of Biafra have left the station and we are going home. We are going home. No man born of a woman can stop it. I thank Chukwu Okabiyama for our Oduduwa brothers that are still waxing strong. I thank Chukwu Okabiyama for Oduduwa brothers who are not left behind. The middle Beltans who are not left behind. Every single information you need to hear today, you have had it. But sometimes you ignore it. Even after you have had it, you ignore it. You think it's a joke. You want people to pronounce things ABC for you before you understand. You want people to pronounce ABC for you before you understand. The chief security of a state, Samuel Otto, has come out to tell you that the terrorists are going to take over Asorok. He said it. Samuel Otto said it. Even while they are preparing for election, he doesn't care about the election. He's telling us that the terrorists are going to take over Asorok. And you are still there talking. You are still there playing pranks, trying to play games. Keep on playing your games. You are still waiting until a Messiah. You think you want the day that heaven will open. You are still waiting for a day that heaven will open. Then somebody will descend from the sky and tell you, then you believe. Keep on waiting. Chukwu Okabiyama already have sent Mazen Nandekam for more than a decade. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu begin to shout out today. For more than a decade, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu began to shout at what is happening today. They are coming, they are coming, they are coming, they are coming, they are coming. Some of us call him a madman. Some of us call him a big bigot. Some of us call him money monger. Some of them call him 419. Some of them call him selfish man. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu went to the United States and tell them, get us ammunition, get us equipment to prepare ourselves for what is coming. These people are coming and they are going to take us out. Let us prepare. Let us prepare. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu went to the US and they laughed at him. Some of them called him names. They say he doesn't know what he's talking about. They say he's just after money. They call him a scammer. But today, those people who were laughing at Mazen Nnamdi Kanu today, they are the one now running helter-skelter. Some of them are still in the struggle today. Some of them have now come to realize their mistake. Some of us who are shouting online, what we see, sleeping, if you wake up for 1,000 years, you can't see it. What the Biafrans see, sleeping, why they close their eyes, what they see, keep your eyes open for a decade, you can never see it. What the Biafrans see sitting down, you cannot see it. This time it's not what the elders, they forget about the useless elders. They say what the elders, that's it. Elders don't see nothing this time. Elders don't see, you don't see by being an elder. Being an elder doesn't make you to be intelligent. Being an elder doesn't make you knowledgeable. It doesn't make you sensible. Today, the youths have much more information. They have much more information, more than the elderly ones. Just like when they want to threaten you, they will tell you are not born in the time of Biafra war. But the information that the youth have today, some people, some of our youth, most of us today, we know what happened, it transpired during the Biafra war, more than those people who were there when it happened. We know what transpired more than the people who witnessed the Biafra war. So many of us that didn't witness the Biafra war, the youths, so many of us that didn't witness the Biafra war, what we know about the Biafra war and what had transpired, some of them who witnessed it didn't know it. They didn't know about it. There are so many information we have dug out, that we're digging out on daily basis about Biafra, what transpired and why the war, why we lost the war, and what was going on, the policies they played and everything. The people that, even the number of people that died. So when people begin to threaten you and tell you, oh, you are not born the civil war, that is why you are talking, because you are not born the civil war, that witness war. Let me tell you, so many of us who didn't witness the civil war have witnessed something that is worse than civil war. So many of us who didn't witness the civil war have witnessed, and what again will you witness after witnessing 14 able men move down in broad daylight by your own people? What kind of war were you expecting to witness? We have been, in this generation, we have seen jets flying on the air, bombing homes of people. We have had on this present day, you see terrorists go and bomb a village with the helicopter. In this present age, we have seen their jet fighter on the air, flying all over we are bombing. In this present, we have seen the python dance. We have seen the war that happened in the home of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Which war again are you expecting us to see that we're not seeing? Is it the hunger? We still see people who are dying of hunger today. People are still dying of hunger. Even as you're watching the video, people are still dying of hunger. So what is that we have not seen before that you're going to tell us we didn't see, we don't have the experience? Biafra must come. We will not transfer the acquisition of Biafra to any other generation. Our generation will bring Biafra. Our generation will make sure that Biafra becomes a reality. And it's going to happen in 2023. Believe it, take it or leave it. That's your business. If you like, believe it. If you don't believe, that is your own business. Actualization of Biafra. That is why we come online on daily basis to talk. I personally, that is why I come online on daily basis to talk. For you not to be taken unaware, prepare yourself, because it is not an easy trip. It is not an easy journey. It is not going to be an easy journey. It will not be easy. It is going to get tougher, 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 tougher. Freedom doesn't come cheap. It comes with sacrifice. In freedom fighting, it comes with sacrifice. Life will be lost. Property will be lost. Contact will be lost. Friends will be lost. Enemies will be lost. Foes will be lost. That is freedom fighting. Everything is, so many things are going to happen. But what we are trying to do to make sure that we limit the casualty, we have to try and do everything possible, just as Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has said, to protect the Biafran people and make sure we limit the casualty. That is what we are doing. That is why it is very, very important for you to keep your ears open. Keep your ears open. Every information you hear from our brother Simon Ekpa is very important. Every information you hear from legitimate autopilot platform, they are very, very relevant. Very relevant. Very, very relevant. If you know what you will do to bring Biafra, do it. Stop waiting until when you attach yourself to a group, until when you attach to a group, until when they put you label, until when they advertise you, until when you talk to someone about one-on-one, until when someone ever begin to call you on phone, every information you need to know, you will get it. Work on it. Those ones that Chukwu Okakabian will put in your heart, that is the meaning of autopilot. There are some information that Chukwu Okakabian will put in your heart to preach to your neighbor, preach to your friend, preach to your neighbor, preach to your friend, preach those information. Any sponsorship you can give to the ESN, if it's prayer, is it financial sponsorship, is it by prayer, is it by any means at all, do it on your own. Don't wait until somebody begin to praise you. To restore Biafra is the responsibility of every Biafran, both children, both elderly, young and old, men and women. Every one of us have a responsibility in the restoration of Biafra. The word of Mazen Nandekano, I repeat again, if you know what you will do, if you know what Chukwu Okakabiama is putting in your heart to do for the restoration of Biafra, start doing it. Stop waiting. Stop waiting to take permission from anybody. Stop waiting. As long as you know that Chukwu Okakabiama is putting that in your mind and your heart is genuine, with a pure heart, and you know that it will bring Biafra, start doing it. If you are doing the right thing, let me tell you, Biafrans will follow you and they will listen. Biafrans, they will definitely listen. It is very, very difficult to convince Biafrans, but once you convince them, they are good to go. Once you convince them, they are good to go, and they will support you by all means possible. They will support you. It is not easy to convince Biafran people. It is not even to convince Umuchineke. It's not easy. It's not easy. You saw the children of Israelites. Before Moses was able to convince them, it wasn't easy. Even while Moses was taking the children of Israel to the promised land, they saw the miracle that Moses performed face to face, yet they didn't believe him. Moses was taking them away to the promised land, and they provoked Moses until Moses missed the promised land himself. They provoked Moses until Moses himself, out of anger, missed the promised land himself. He saw it, but he couldn't step into it. That is how tough Umuchineke are. They are very difficult to convince them. But once you convince them, they are good to go. Today, you see the Israelites, they are enjoying their promised land, defending their land, not only in prayer, not only by prayer. They pray, even as you're watching the video, there are people who are still praying for the Israelites. There are people who are praying for the state of Israel. That is their duty, only to pray. But while those people are praying, they are producing the greatest weapon on the planet Earth. The Israelis have it. In Israel, they have the greatest weapon you can think on the planet Earth. They produce it and they use it to defend themselves. Every year they have a new one to defend themselves. Meanwhile, they have people who are dedicated to pray to Chukwu Okakabiama on their behalf. That is the same thing applicable to Biafra land. In Biafra land, we have people that are dedicated on praying for Biafra. If you want to join those who are dedicated in praying for Biafra, and when you are praying, please, when you are praying, it doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter what you believe in. The most important thing that your prayer must be to Chukwu Okakabiama, the supreme God. The God that created heaven and earth, the almighty God, the living God alone, living God, the only true living God, not to any other God. If you are doing anything for Biafra and you're anchoring to another God, you're wasting your time. You are wasting your time. It doesn't matter what you think you do. It doesn't matter how successful you think you do. It doesn't matter how important your role is. If you are doing anything for Biafra and you are anchoring your faith on any other God apart from Chukwu Okakabiama, the almighty and ever-living God, that living God that created heaven and earth, if you don't connect your prayer to him, you are wasting your garden time. Because the man that laid the foundation we are following, he said it very, very clear. He repeats it. I do not worship idol. And I believe him. Mazen Nandekano, in every broadcast, After his prayer, he said, he prays to Chukwu and he made it clear, I do not worship idol. Biafrans, we don't worship idol. So whatever you think you are doing, whatever role you think you are doing, and you are anchoring it on idol worship, you're not doing it for Biafra. You're at your own risk. And you will fail. You will fail. Just as we are marching. As we are marching to victory. As we are marching to restore Biafra. Every march that the ESN is going to make, every march that we are going to make is anchored on Chukwu Okike Abiama. That is our creed. That is our creed. Is anchored on Chukwu Okike Abiama. He is our stronghold. The supreme God. Every other thing you believe in, no matter what it is, that is you. Anything you want to do, it is your own business. But if you don't anchor your strength, if you don't anchor your power, if you don't anchor your energy on Chukwu Okike Abiama, you are going to fail. You are going to go down. Because the Biafra we are talking about is God's own nation. A place where we will worship Chukwu Okike Abiama in truth and in spirit. In truth and in spirit. That is why Mazen Nandekano established the IPOB, laid the foundation of IPOB in truth, based in truth, on truth, truth and consistency, truthfulness. That is why you see the people who have been expelled from IPOB, all those people who have been expelled, all those people who claim to be leaders and they were expelled because they left the foundation. Today you see them talking about structure. You see them talking about structure. But the main structure of Biafra, the main structure of IPOB is truthfulness and consistency. These two, if you lose them, you have lost it. The only structure I know very well I can talk about is truthfulness and consistency. Those are the most important structure you can talk of. But today, you see them talking about the political aspect of the structure. They are busy talking about the political aspect of the structure. They have forgotten about the spiritual aspect. You don't know that that's the spiritual control the physical. The spiritual control, you must have to deal with the spiritual first before you have to come and talk about the physical. But when you have destroyed your spiritual stance, you do not have any spiritual background, and you are coming to the physical, you are going to fail woefully. So you cannot begin to talk about the physical structure when you have destroyed the spiritual structure, which is truthfulness and consistency. That is why every one of them have fallen aside. Today, while we are marching for our freedom, you see them talking about a different thing. You see them deviating from the line. You see them talking about irrelevant issues. While we are moving ahead to establish Biafra, to lay a foundation of Biafra. While we are moving ahead to restore Biafra, they are busy gossiping. Go to their platform. They are still busy. Even at this critical time, when we are losing people, at this critical time when we are close to March, at this critical time when every hand is supposed to be on deck, at this critical time when all the Biafran agitators are coming together in one umbrella, there are still people who are busy gossiping, who are busy demonizing, busy attacking their brother, busy talking about irrelevant issues. This is how you know people who are cursed. This is how you know people who have lost it. If you see anybody at this stage still gossiping, still blackmailing, still attacking, that person has lost it. Go and check them, go to their platform. So many of them, you go, even they are fighting themselves now. They are now fighting themselves, exposing themselves. They are now fighting themselves, exposing themselves. Most of the things they are talking about themselves are things that our brother some of them have said before about them, which they deny. Which they deny. Today, they themselves, within themselves, are confirming that they are using the same item to fight themselves, exposing themselves. They are exposing themselves. Most times we'll come across their videos, or sometimes when I watch King Solomon, if I watch King Solomon video, I will see his analysis and what transpired among them. That is where I get most of the information on what's happening, because I don't have time to go to their channel and watch. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. We have a focus. We have a focus on what we have, where we're headed. And we must continue going that direction, forward ever and backward never. It doesn't matter what the enemy does. But I have to tell you, please, if you are watching the video, please share this video. Share the video to all platforms. Share this video. The only way you can support us is by sharing the video. When you are sharing this video, you are actually helping us to break the barrier of the social media. In social media, they try to hinder us from broadcasting. They try to oppress the broadcasters, mainly Biafra agitators. They try to hinder us. They oppress us to make sure that our information doesn't go far. The only way we can break away from the caging they are caging their message is by you helping to share. When you enter your group, you share in your group. Any group you belong, you share. Share on your own platform. When you are sharing, people will be connected. They cannot hold us back. They can hold us. When you share, other people will see that from you, they will share. Before you know it, it's going to go far. That is the major way you can be able to support us on this very platform. Please kindly share. Kindly share. I thank the brother who has supported this very channel with a star. I see a brother there send a star. Anybody that has sent that star, the brother, I say, may Chukwu continue to guide and protect you and replenish your pockets. For sending that star, may Chukwu guide and protect you. If you want to support the channel also, you can send a star. As I was saying before, you can join me on my platform on YouTube. I'm going to be there 7:30 p.m. to talk about this very killing in Imo State. And I'm going to play some videos that have reached my hand to show the people that were killed where they were eating in that very area. You will see them where they were drinking and eating. And you will see the environment and you will know that these people were not there for any other thing. There was no weapon there. All they have there is food and drink. And they came and opened fire. And Hope Uzodinma is coming to blackmail them. Chukwu will not forget to forgive Hope Uzodinma. That very death penalty he missed. Hope Uzodinma must go back to that death row. Hope Uzodinma must go back to death row. That death row that he escaped. That death row that he escaped in the Tunisian Republic because of the criminal country. He escaped the death row and they now bring him to come and torment Imo people. He must go back to that death row. He must definitely go back to that death row. We guide and protect everybody that has supported on this very channel to share the video. Please, if you have not shared, kindly share. If you have shared, I say, may Chukwu guide and protect you. Every hand that has shared this video and spread this message, Chukwu will continue to guide and protect you, secure you, give you strength, give you wisdom and knowledge to continue to prosper. We are going to continue to preach this gospel. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter the attack they bring. We will continue to preach the gospel. We will continue to preach the gospel. Continue to share the message and people will hear. Please, Biafrans, if you are outside the country, you're not in Biafra land, please call your family. Tell your family, tomorrow is the total lockdown. Tomorrow is a total lockdown to mourn our 14 brothers that we are mowed down. Our 14 brothers who Hope Uzodinma and his Buago killed. We are going to mourn them tomorrow. It's going to be a total lockdown in Biafra land. A total lockdown in Biafra. Please, if you want to join the platform, keep your phone this way. Keep your phone this way in horizontal form and make sure you put on your rotation. Click your rotation on. Make sure that your rotation is on and then keep your phone in this way. That is how you can be able to join the platform. So, any place you are in Biafra land, please, please, please prepare yourself and make sure you stay safe. Make sure you stay safe. Our own lookout and our own desire is that every Biafra will be secure. Our prayer is that every Biafra will survive. Our prayer is that every Biafra will be alive and every one of us will move into Biafra land. It is not my desire that every Biafra will lose his life. It is not my desire that any of my brother, as long as you are from the old southeastern region, the present south and the southeast with the lower Benue, as long as you're from this area, let me tell you, we are the same blood. You are my brother. Injustice against you is injustice against me. When anybody is killed in any place in Biafra land, I am at the same time killed. As Mazin Nanekano is in DSS, every single one of us is in DSS. That is the situation. You must not wait. Don't try to use that Janjaweed mentality. Try as much as possible to take away that Janjaweed mentality from your head. When you'll be waiting until when it happens to you before you can be able to speak. You'll be waiting until your own blood brother, until your own blood sister is affected. That is when you know that it's serious. No, it can't be like that. We can't think like them. We can't think like them. When anything happens to anybody in the old southeastern region, the present south and the southeast with the lower Benue, it affects any one of us and it's a direct attack to us. That is why we have to mourn our brothers tomorrow. We will mourn them tomorrow. So please, sit at home. Sit at home. If you are abroad, Call your family back home. Let them know. Give them the information. Tell them to connect to 97.5 FM and get first-hand information of what is happening. Join our brother Simon Ekpa on his Twitter handle. Join him on the Twitter handle. Join him on the Twitter handle so that you can get first-hand. He's tweeting almost every 2 hours, 3 hours. He's tweeting all the time, giving out information. Most of the time I go there, I copy the Twitter, I post it here for people who cannot go to Twitter. Try to follow all these platforms. It is going to get you informed. I don't want anybody to be taken unaware. Prepare yourself. We are going to the tougher days ahead. As we are heading to tougher days ahead, prepare your mental toughness. Prepare for yourself very well. Whatever we are going to face, but it's not going to last for a long time. It is not going to be like the past civil war that was fought for 3 years. It is not going to be for a long time, and we will have our freedom. My wish and desire is that everybody that is watching this video, every one of us will meet in Biafra land and we will raise the Biafra flag with our school numbers in Nanikano and celebrate in Biafra land. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect every single person that is watching this video, any place you're watching from. Chukwu Okike Abiama will guide and protect you. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect our brother Simon Ekpa. Secure him, give him more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Give him more mental toughness to continue to lead until Mazen Nanikano joins us very soon. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect the Ududua people. Guide and protect the Middle Belters. Guide and protect everybody that is genuinely fighting for freedom. We will definitely have our freedom. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and secure every one of us. Any place you are watching from, any part of the world you are watching from, and you are a Biafra, you are going to see Biafra. You will not only see Biafra, you will walk in Biafra land, you dance in Biafra land, and you will raise the flag of Biafra with our school numbers in Nanikano. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect our school numbers in Nanikano. Secure him. Keep him safe for us. Keep him alive for us. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazen Nanikano shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazen Nanikano shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazen Nanikano shall prosper. We will definitely see Biafra. No matter what they do, no matter the attack they bring, they will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra will definitely come. Thank you so much for watching. And please join me on my channel on YouTube when I'm going to broadcast by 7:30 Biafran time. Join me so that we can be able to continue this message and push it forward. Thank you and God bless. See you.
Nothing more, nothing less. Are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you, if you come and stand in the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We'll crush you.
Their interest is suppressed. Biafra is the key. Once they can hold Biafra down, they can hold all of Africa down. Hey, freedom fighting, sorry. Because all these people are criminals, they are saying there is no way this man cannot be a criminal like themselves. They don't have a different breed altogether. They don't know that. I am Nnamdi Kanu. I don't do all this nonsense you do. My father was a very rich man, not ostentatious. I had the finest education that his money could afford. We are not poor. Have never been. That is why a poor man cannot be a freedom fighter. If you're not full of yourself, you cannot be a freedom fighter. You have to go everywhere. We must continue.